riders of Jeff Rooney, Rennie Rowley, Ewan Law and James Gale. So this is who we are looking at just now, guys, all lined up nicely in the, look at that, it's very professional looking. They're all in the Alien kit. They've all got nice matching green bikes, looking very professional. So these guys have got a starting call coming up in just over 1 minute and 20 seconds. They'll have their 1 minute call coming up in 40 seconds before they race. So let's see what some of the guys are saying in chat. Let's see who we've got in chat right now. So we have got Neil Duffy, BRT1R out. So yeah, we've thankfully worked out. We've got Leggies in on here, the Scottish Beast. We've got Allison. We've got D6L. We've got Kim Little, Zuzkana, Joe 19, where's he gone? I don't know who that is. And we have got Felix Helmsley, who is racing right now. We've got Nightbot. We've got a few other guys. So they've got their 1 minute to go call now, guys. 1 minute to go in the race before these guys start off. They're rolling, they're rolling to the start line now. So we've got S-Works. We've got S-Works, we've got 2 Trek, and we have got the Cervelo bike. So we're going to stick it on Ewan for a little bit before we get started. Hey Riverton, how's it going? So we have now got 30 seconds until these guys start off their ride. We'll throw out the countdown in a few seconds to get it all worked out. It looks like they have just gone. They have gone. We are a minute behind, so they have gone, so it's okay. If they're not watching the stream, they might not know that, but it's all good. Just take a nice, easy pace off the fronts. There we go. So any of you just tuning in now, Riverton, I am not Nathan Guerra, as you can probably tell. I'm Johnny Noblet. I ride for Team Vision Cycling in Zwift. I also have been helping out Nathan with a lot of his streams. I help contribute to some of these scenes that you see on his stream and my stream here. So he had a bit of an accident. He was at a race over the weekend, doing a pre-ride, I believe it was, and he actually hit a bit of a tree with his body and suffered the consequences. So he's been feeling a little bit rough. He's been told to rest by the doctors. He's got a few races coming up in a few weeks. He's been told to get about 5 weeks rest. So hopefully he'll get some recovery before then, and we'll see him out here. I'm sure we'll see him on Zwift a few times training. It's how we see the likes of Matt Heyman, who recently won the 2016 Paris-Roubaix. He had an injury in a race and then did a lot of training on Zwift, getting his power up, doing specific race training, and he became a winner. So we can see we can actually see the benefits of Zwift just for that, especially for injury. It keeps the guys on the road, takes away the tedious nature of it. So coming up next, we have got the team of TFC. I believe it is TFCB. We'll give you guys a little preview of TFCB in a second. Zach Rogers is in this team, along with S. Millwood, Eric Schlang and Jay Reeves, and we'll bring you up some info there. Thanks very much to Rogers. You might know him on here as Rogers1000. He has helped me last night produce the little video that you saw at the start of the race, as everyone kind of set off. So we'll just bring up a little preview of those guys for you right now. So we go to TFCB, Category B riders. We've got Dave Greenwood, Eric Schlang, Zach Rogers, and it looks like we possibly had someone else join in there as well, but they might not be actually racing. So it looks like we've just got 3 guys. Ah, 2 duffers, yeah, thanks so much. Nice message. I hope kicking some butt isn't my butt off this channel. That's what I do hope. So we've got Rogers here on the aero bike. We've got Jay Reeves also on the aero bike. S. Millward on the Cervelo bike. He is from BRT. And let's have a look. So we've got Eric Schlang, Eric the Drill Schlang with his Dremel out. The guy who runs Zwift blog. He put some pretty good posts on there. He's kind of a good resource for everything Zwift. He does a lot of tests, so no doubt he has done some tests to see which is the best bike for this course today. And I believe he has got it as down as the aero bike, and that is why we are seeing them on this bike today. So we'll stick with Eric as we get our countdown. So we'll have a call out for 1 minute to go. As you may have seen already, we have had 1 minute delay on the timings. So we may still have that with this. The guys go from the 1 minute to go. It's not the end of the world. With what's out is a Dremel. His Dremel drill. Dremel. Okay, so the guys should be getting their 1 minute to go call in just a second. We'll see that come out. There we go. They got 1 minute to go call. We'll just hook up to see if we can see if there's anything going on in Zwift Power at the moment, as there was. So yeah, we have got Zwift Power up at the moment. If you guys want to go to, zwiftpower.com, I'll put a little link in here to that. If you go to zwiftpower.com, you can actually watch the race live and see who is on it. So currently we have got 11.5 kilometers completed by team PTZ, who are the front group to go off. So the guys are just about to set off now. We'll try the countdown out. It's not working too well. We'll give it a shot. So they were that time. I believe I've gone a little bit blurry here. Don't know what's going on there. Let's have a look at this thing and sort this out a little bit, guys. There we go. Back there. So Team TFCB are rolling out now with Rogers, Eric Schlang, and Jay Reeves. And they have got a little blue man helping them out there as well. That's a good work from the blue man. Obviously, with Eric being on his Zwift blog, doing a lot of riding, he has managed to befriend the blue men and keep them to help him out. He's going to sit on their draft and help them be their fourth man. What's up with Nightbot? Nightbot's just kind of... Okay, so that means we have now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams out on course. We'll take a little look to see where some of them are to give you an idea. So currently, we've got the first team out was Team PTZ. They are currently sitting at 11.5 kilometers. Behind them, we have got Team TFCC. They are about a minute behind them, so they are pushing quite hard back off them. We have got Team Experimental 3 out there. They've only just started. We're a little bit delayed on Zwift Power at the moment, and we have got Vision Cycling out there as well. Next team up is going to be Team BRT2, the first British racing team we are going to see on course, as the first team were not able to race today. Just as the team from Team TFCB do roll down towards Ocean Boulevard, sitting all nicely together. Nice matching bikes, the Zip 808 wheels. Looking good. So we have got 2. The finish of the ride time is taken from the last rider. So let's give you guys a preview of BRT2, British Racing Team 2. The B category, and their riders are Rob Bolt, Steve Millward, James, and Darren the Nuts. JC and Darren. Rob Bolt is the team principal for Team BRT, British racing team. They are actually now one of the biggest teams on Zwift. So we just hop back so we can jump onto these guys. It looks like we did actually have. We've got Team PTZ, Team Vision, who just completed their first lap. We'll give those guys a ride on. So they are sticking really well together, guys. So we'll drop back now, see if we can find BRT1D booth. EVR, see if we can find the guys. As they are about to head off. So we've got 1 minute to go to Team BRT. We will find a few of the guys. We will find them. The nuts. Maybe these guys have already gone. Hey Poof, how's it going? So it looks like we may have lost BRT already. Oh, maybe just popped up there, PTZ. So we've got PTZ are on the second lap right now. About to finish their third lap. About to start the third lap. Here we go, BRT1, BRT2, they are heading off, we have got them. Rob Bolt, The Nuts, S Millwood, and JC. So these guys they don't all come from Britain. If some of you guys are watching this and you're looking for a team to join, British racing team, despite the name, they do take riders from all over the world. It might be a good team worth checking out if you're interested in into racing. Right now we are actually in a race series called the TdZ race series, organised by Team KISS, Team ZTR, and also some races from the Iron Goat series. So it's a 6-week race series, points races. So we've got GC points, overall GC points for the A category, B category, C category, and D category. We've also got sprint points and Kingdom Mountain points on offer. So we did have the first race. Jonathan is melting. We did have the first race first group of races last week, and we'll try and give you some information on the leaders so you can have a good idea. We'll bring up that JZR ACN2. Right, okay, so if we bring up the information and we'll jump down to as this is a team race, we will jump down to the overall team standings. Okay, so currently leading the team standings are Team PTZ, who we just saw there, a team from BJ Alfonso. If we jump back here for a second, we can see this is Team PTZ racing in the Vision kit, as they are supported by Vision Cycling. So we've got 3 guys still in the group there. They have got 88 points overall. And then we have got Rob Bolt, his team, Team BRT. They have got 85 points, only 3 points behind Team PTZ. So if they do well here, they could take that lead. And at 64 points in 3rd position, we have got Team Vision Cycling. They are out ahead of these guys, a bit further ahead. And then we have got Team Experimental, who are the closest team behind there, with 1 point behind Team Vision with 63 points. So up next, I believe we have got Team KRT, the KISS race team. We'll jump over here to Glenn Knight, racing in the Sigma Sport kit. Now these guys are one of the newest teams on the block, and I believe they have had a change of roster in the last hour. So we have got, replacing James Hodges, we have got Martin Tucker. So it looks like we've got Glenn Knight, Martin Tucker, Spiro Donov, and their fourth rider we'll bring up now. We'll give you a little preview of Team KRT, as they have got 2 minutes before they do start this race. So KISS Racing Team KRT Category A, their riders are Glenn Knight, Edgar Spirinodov, James Hodges, who has been replaced by Martin Tucker, and Tom Ove Kaland. Some of you guys have watched a few of Nathan's streams. You will know that Kaland is a pretty strong rider. I believe he is a mountain biker coming out of, I think it is Norway. Possibly wrong, someone can correct me on that, that would be great. And these guys are about to get their 1 minute countdown in about 20 seconds. So I got some messages from Glenn Knight. Okay, so apparently we have got a late entry called Sunnier Climbs, and they are the team name. So I don't know if there's anyone from Sunnier Climbs who's in stream. Jacob Norci, Chris Waters and Andy Waters, give me a shout. We could probably start you, if you haven't been told by Glenn already, we could probably start you guys off at 20, or it would be scheduled 2025. You'll get your 1 minute countdown at 2025 British Summer Time. So the team of KISS Racing Team KRT are heading down now. They're about to get their 1 minute countdown coming up soon. They may just go for it though, as we have like 1 minute lag behind. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, I know. Here we go. So the guys are going now from Team KRT. They are pushing over the line. They are going. Brandon has no sound. Come on, Kiss. So yeah, Brandon Ants March is Brandon Melton Tallow from Team KRT. This is his teammate. So if anyone wants to give some stick to Team KRT, make sure you direct it straight at Ants March in the chat on Nathan's stream. So let's have a look at what these guys are riding. So they've got the Sigma Sport kit on. We have got Glenn Knight at the front here in the Cervelo S5. It looks like we've got Spiridov on the S-Works, Tucker as well, and I believe Kaland is on. I believe Kaland is on the Dogma. He is on the Dogma, which I believe you do unlock once you complete the Italian challenge. I think it's the Dogma F8, and he has got the Zip 808 with the aero disc. The Melting Man for the win. So this is a pretty aero bike. If some of you guys are wondering, if you look at stuff like Zwift blog, you can't see any level that you unlock these wheels. These wheels do get, I believe they were only unlockable during the beta stages of excuse me, of the of Zwift. There's a few other things that you can't get as well unless you're in the beta stage. So what we'll do, brilliant. So if we head back now, the next team up we do have is Team X2. They're going to be heading off in a few, not too long time, in about 3 minutes time. So Team X2, let's go and have a little look at, see how they're doing. But just as we go, just before we do that, we have got Team TFC, the first group to head off. They are sticking together of the Groot, Stockvik and Hog with wires just behind them. So these guys have done really well so far, completed 21 kilometers, coming to the end of their second lap and about to start their third lap. We've got a couple of minutes, so let's just head a little bit further down the course, see if we can get anyone else in here. We've got Team X2 warming up. We'll go as far back as we dare before we lose the course. We've got Kim Little here, going very slowly from Team Experimental. And we'll hop back and jump back to Team X2, who are going to be leaving in just about 2 minutes. Okay, so we'll bring up some information now about Team Experimental. So this is Team Experimental X2 A category. The riders are Neil Law, Simon Oxenham, Pete Lavery and Christian Weidman. So that is Team X2. Team Experimental have put in, actually put in 2 teams into, 3 teams I should say, into this competition. I believe the way that the, thank you Tom Kaland is from Norway, thanks Johan Wallstorm. Just as we see some guys going past, not from the teams, okay. The time trials. There were 3 team time trials in the JZI race series, and Team Experimental did win all 3 of them, although their team lineups are a little bit different. They don't have Becker in these races. Becker is a very good rider, very strong, very light. It would have been quite good for them here. Very good on the climbing. But these guys are looking pretty strong group with Weideman, who does organise the ZTR races and is one of the organisers of the Tour de Zwift. Guys, we don't hear me so too loud there. So these guys are just heading off now. Neil Law leading the front of the pack. Weideman, McIntosh and Soxenham is there. BJ Alfonso has just come in. He is saving his legs for tomorrow, as tomorrow is the next lot of KISS races, KISS and ZTR races. Felix Helmsley from Team Vision is saying that his legs are dead. So we can jump back, see where some of these guys are. So we have got here Reeves, Rogers and Schlang. These guys are racing now. They have completed 10 kilometers, so they are just coming to the end of their first lap right now and about to head off onto the second lap. Felix, how are you guys getting on? You guys, surely you've not finished it yet. Let's have a little look at Zwift Power to see how these guys are getting on. Allenby is around. He is just sending a message. We'll stick on to... So these guys are just completing the second lap. Let's have a little jump into Zwift Power, see how these guys are getting on. So the guys of Team Vision, they are just about to complete their second lap. Let's see if we can jump back. Here we go. We have got them here. So they still have got 1, 2, 3. They got 3 riders with them. It looks like we have lost Felix. These guys are pushing a nice 370 watts. I do believe they did have a bit of a sports scientist involved with them before this race. He was running a few little tests to see which bike they should choose, what their pacing should be, and whether there's any benefits of using the TT bike, as the TT bike is faster, but you do get about a 25% draft savings. You can drop your wattage by about 25%. If you do draft to someone else on a non-TT bike. That information is on the Zwift blog. Zwift blog, if I just send you guys a link there, you can check out that. Zwiftblog.com. Organised site run by and test run by Eric Schlang, who is racing right here for Team TFC. Eric the Drill Schlang. So up next, we will jump back before we lose the next team. But look, up next we do have the team of Team VCF. So although we do have all information about most teams, what kit they're wearing, what their actual team name is, unfortunately I don't have this for VCF, but we can tell you who the riders are in this. So we've only got 2 teams left to go. So Team VCF, Category C, the riders of Keith Denton, Catherine Denton, Steve Newton and Chris James. I believe VCF, we'll just jump back here to second to Vision, so they are pushing hard. keeping around. So we've got Quentin the Fails pushing 6 watts per kilogram on the front there, and they're catching pretty closely to the team of James Reeves, just as we've got the team of X2, who are 20.3 minutes in it. So if we jump back, let's have a quick look at that. So they are, oh, these guys, okay. So these guys only just completed their first lap, I believe. Or no, they've just set off. Okay, so we'll jump back now to the team of Team VCF. Here we go. The guys are about to roll down now. So they are in the green kit. We've got Steve, Catherine, we have got Keith as well. And they've been given their 1 minute to go call. They're 1 minute to go before they start the race. Just as they pass G-Master. So Catherine and Keith, they do, I believe it is the Zwift handicap races. They are very involved in that. They have just had another little series, a little like a Tour de France 3-stage series of lots of climbing. So it's always good to give shout outs to other races on here. As we just have Team BRT2 coming through their first lap as well. And they are catching up to TdZ. So we've got TdZ coming across the line now, about to finish their race, guys. First team to go off, we've got Alex Kaleo throwing down the draft power up with Norbert Wischelsberger coming behind him, and P. Parasso. So these guys are going to sprint hard, they're going to sprint hard for the line. Get the time in as they can. There we go, the guys have crossed the line there. It's good effort from those guys. If we look back, we've got the team of Rob Bolt. So these guys are all still together. Rob Bolt, Joe C, T, Nuts, and Millward. They are all racing together. That's really good to see, guys. That's what we like. So they are just about to finish their first lap. And we'll jump ahead now to the team of Catherine Denton, Keith Denton, and Steve N. So these guys are just rolling out now. They're probably going to get their pace up until they can get rolled out and get into it. In the green jerseys, the green Zwift jerseys as well. So we have got one team to go, which is X1. I still don't know whether this team of Sunnier Climbs are going to be racing. We'll have a look to see if we can find them near the start finish line after we set off Team X1. So we'll drop back a little bit, see if we get any other teams coming up. Good work to Norbert. It's great to see. Yeah, good work. Right, see we've got warming up. So we have got Team Experimental 1. They are going to be leaving to start their race in about 3 minutes time. And we'll just jump back to Team KRT. Look at this, guys are keeping it really well together. These guys are doing great work. Give them a few ride-ons. So these guys have now completed, they have done, I believe, 1 lap. We'll stick to Glenn, because Glenn has got the right distance in his name. So they've completed 1 lap, Glenn, here on the Cervelo S5, sitting at sitting around 350 watts, pushing about 4 watts per kilogram at the moment. Heart rate sitting at 182. So Glenn Knight is actually one of the minds behind the Tour de Zwift. He's been really busy dealing with the organisation, the courses, getting Zwift Power to work along with Hodges. These guys have been working really hard, so props to them for all this really hard work they're doing. I know there's been a few people who've had unhappy results, unhappy race results. I was one myself, gave Glenn a bit of stick, but it's good to see that these guys are getting involved as well, as it is hard. I know I organised a race series myself. I did 1 race series which happened to bring it back for the start of the season, and it is really difficult to race and ride when you're trying to do it all together. So we'll just jump back to Team S1 and we'll bring up some information on them for you. This is Team Experimental X1. We've got S Gray here warming up at the moment. Here we go. So this is what has been the strongest team in team time trials on Zwift. So Team Experimental X1 Category A, Frank Garcia, Kim Little, Casey Sean, and Sean Gray. Casey is a really strong rider. We can expect to see a lot of pacing from him at the front. In other races, he has been a bit of a sacrificed man for the team. He's kind of gone on the front, pushed really hard, and just let it go. So we'll see if we've got Frank Garcia here. Frank is known for his sprinting ability. So they've just been given the 1 minute to go call for Team X1, Team Experimental. And just as we do that, we have got Team X3 who are just about to complete. I believe this would be their second lap they're about to complete. We've got Rene who does run Zwift Nation. So these guys, they've got 1 minute to go. We've not seen any movement from Frank yet. I do know he was having some computer issues a week ago, and then he pulled that back to take the win in. I'll check on that, Brandon, to take the win in ZTR race. We'll see if we can jump back to find Team Vision Cycling. We've got some questions to see how they're doing. Just as we look at Team TFC, who I believe are coming towards the end of their last lap of Hodges, Stockvik, and De Groot. They're sitting nicely about 200 watts as Team Experimental 1 have been given the go-ahead. BJ Alfonso, good work BJ. Struggling to find the guys on course. It's odd. David Smith will jump back now right to the start and we'll push forward. Try to find someone. Frank Garcia here. So it looks like Frank is not racing. They've been given the go-ahead to go, but it looks like Frank is racing, so it might be the team to watch. But unfortunately, there's no movement from them at the moment. So we'll stick with our Team Experimental X3 at the moment. So they are coming towards the end of they just finished their second lap. They're about to start their third lap right now. So we'll see if we can get some information from Zwift Power for you guys to see how they are all doing. See the way these guys sit together on the bike. They do a lot of training together. They're probably all chatting to each other as well in stream, seeing how it's all going. So these guys are going to be working really hard together as they're about to go on to their third, about to turn left onto Ocean Boulevard and complete start their third lap. So we're trying to get an idea of where the guys are on course. It's a bit low on. Unfortunately, we can't use the TTT Zwift Power as they're riders all over the place. So we'll have to do it by excuse me, the old-fashioned way. So we can find some riders here. So we've got Team KRT here, the team of Tucker, Spirinodov, Knight, and Tom Kaland. So these guys are sitting nicely together, going about 4 points. It doesn't look like they're going that fast, guys, but they are pushing about over 4 watts per kilogram, which is definitely a territory. And these guys might be taking a bit resty. You look at the guy at front; he's now pushing 6 watts per kilogram, and these guys all sitting nice in the draft. And we'll see if Glenn Knight, known as a bit of a bit of a diesel engine pulling on the front. We'll see whether he's going to swap and go and join these guys. If we look behind them, we'll see what's going on here. So we'll just get some times in from we've got time in from Team PTZ, and I believe their time is 44 minutes and 31 seconds, taking off the last man to cross the line, which was Pedro Barroso. So that is the time that has been set. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and jump forward along the course, see if we can find some other riders. Here we go. So we've got a team of Catherine Denton, Keith Denton, and Steve. They are just starting their third, just on the first lap. I'm sorry about that. Heading up towards the S's. Behind them we have got a team of BRT2. They are on their second lap. We've got S Millward, Rob Bolt, JC and T Lutson. Head a bit further up the course, trying to get a left turn. Let's go for a turn left, turn left, turn left. Be easy if I should drop back and see what. So Team TdZ about to finish their ride here, guys. Team TdZ all going for it. Pal, the Sprint King Stovik. Hopefully we'll see a sprint from him. There we go. Is that better, Martin? Something like that. Lemon juice. So these guys are going for 2 riders here. We've got 2 riders from Team TdZ. I'm not sure where their third rider is. There is S Hodge. So S Hodge has completed it, going off the route, and we'll try and see some updates from there as we see Team Experimental 2 about to come across the line now as well. Hey, good job. Yeah, I dropped it down so I can take a drink. So I've got a very dry throat. So these guys are now coming into their, I believe it is their about to complete their third lap now. As we drop back, we did see Team Experimental there for a second. Okay, so we're getting some times from Team TdZ. So we've got TdZ Vision currently leading in the B category in 44 minutes and 31 seconds, and Team TdZ currently they're showing as 49 minutes and 12 seconds.